Hello and welcome to hyzermediadg's tournament coverage of the 25th anniversary Las Vegas Challenge at Wild Horse Disc Golf Course. We are bringing this bonus off-season coverage this year. My name is Emily Dale, joined in the booth by Nathan Johnson.
Hey, what's up, Emily? Very excited to watch this coverage. Some warm vibes coming from Las Vegas, and got an exciting card for today.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have Catrina, Sofia, Lykke, and Lisa joining us on our lead card here today. We are over at the Infinite course for rounds 1 and 3, and we'll see the Innova course for rounds 2 and 4.
Yeah, taking a look at some of the players to watch. Catrina Allen, highest player and rated player in the field. We'll get to watch her on the feature card for this one. A very worldly feature card too. Norway, Canada, and the United States all represented at this year's Las Vegas Challenge.
Absolutely. So hole 1 here over at the Infinite course, we have a 233-foot par 3. We do have these sand trap hazards there that are the often struggle that we see players contending with. And of course, we have that Las Vegas wind.
Yeah, the wind is always a mainstay here. Very open course and makes putting very interesting. Got to rely on the overstability of your discs. Catrina Allen going to be leading things off. Only thing on hole 1 is just don't come up short into that hazard area like you mentioned.
You see her taking that hyzer approach. It'll be a long putt, but she's safe.
Yeah, Sofia Donnecke out of British Columbia coming down for this event, sponsored by Innova as well, so no surprise there. Got a lot of power. We'll be excited to watch her on the card today. Takes this one nice and wide, trusts the overstability. Finds herself in bounds.
Yeah. She's definitely an exciting player to watch, so it'll be fun to watch her on the card today. We have Lorentzen taking the box now, and she'll be with Thought Space Athletics here, seeing what she's throwing.
Yeah, this looks like a little wider route, but it does have the distance to clear the hazard area. Probably just outside the circle putt.
While it's not a long hole 1, it's definitely scary when you're considering those hazards. That first putt of the tournament, it can always just be a little bit jittery to start with, especially if you're looking straight at a hazard.
Yeah, you can get some kind of deathy putts on this one. Lisa Fajkus, this one looks like it just needs to swing a little bit at the end. Gets a little skip, goes up around 30 feet long or so, going to be putting back towards the hazard. And oh man, that disc is right just barely inside.
This is what Allen's left with. She's just opting for that safe layup. Smart move there.
Yeah, a couple of those shots were a little bit closer to the hazard line than I thought. So fortunate breaks on hole 1. And yeah, you can just see the flags on top of the baskets ripping. Looks like a tailwind here for Fajkus.
Oh,
no problem.
All the confidence. Beautiful putt. It's a great way to start the tournament.
Yeah, and that's definitely the miss too, right off the tee. If you go a little long, looks like it was a headwind off the tee, so gives you a tailwind to putt in. Whereas Sofia's got this nasty crosswind that she's got to putt into, but able to control the angle well, and that is a nice putt to start her tournament as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just about to say this putt is no joke. Well, 15-footer into a head crosswind. Not sure where to aim.
Yeah, those are the moments that in practice and many other situations it's just automatic, but you start thinking about it and it gets in your head easily. All right, hole 2. We have a 311-foot par 3. You see players are clearing this hazard. The basket is tucked up on the hill there behind a lot of various shrubbery. Hopefully we won't see any rollaways.
Yeah, tricky green to navigate. A lot of players are just throwing a nice wide hyzer off the tee, but try to dial in that distance control. This one clears the basket by quite a bit. Donnecke probably 40, 45 long. We'll see what she opts to do with that putt.
And like you mentioned with the green, I mean, you're controlling the flight with the wind that you're considering. As that shot by Fajkus looked pretty great. But once you get on the green, you have these bushes in your way that can make for just really tricky putts.
Yeah, and you can't really plan for it off the tee, right? You're not
Mm-hmm.
you're not trying to miss that one tiny bush that's 3 feet from the basket. It's just kind of a thing that you have to accept and play a bit of. I don't
Just
know. I
send
was going
it.
to say plinko, but yeah, you're playing the lottery, landing up by the screen. Looks like a good shot from Lorentzen. We'll see how much ground play she got. Hopefully, scooting up inside the circle and leaving her with some sort of putt.
Yeah, you could see she took a little bit more of a straighter approach as we see Donnecke here on her layup.
Yeah, no reason to run that putt with the downslope behind the basket. Be interested to see here too if Lisa gives this one a run. Looks like a bit of a lull in the wind, so
Yeah, coming off a strong birdie on hole 1. Can she follow it up? Yes,
oh
she
yeah.
can.
Oh yeah, that's a hot start. Nicely done. Lisa Fajkus, couple of circle's edge putts for birdie.
That's a great way to get the confidence up. And here's that awkward putt that Alan has here. Kind of having to do a little bit of an Anheuser putt, straddle putt around these two bushes. Comes up a little bit short, but does settle up there for her.
Yeah, Lucky's gonna have to do the same. Got a bigger bush. Probably have to straddle around.
Nice work there. Making the most of the situation and capitalizing on the birdie. Nice bounce back too from what happened there on hole 1 for her.
Yeah, I mean, you know what they say, all good rounds start with a bogey. At least that's what I
Just
tell
don't
myself
tell Lisa
ever.
that.
Anytime I bogey the first hole of the round.
Buddy. Of course. Only for you. All right, heading over into hole 3. We have a 289-foot par 3. We'll see the players taking a couple different approaches here. The basket is tucked up behind these trees. There's a lot of low-hanging branches, and that's one of the challenges that faces this green, and we'll see how the players navigate that.
Yeah, there's that. You can see that one bushy tree right at the end of the fairway. That's the one you want to just barely get under and hopefully skip up towards the basket. Lisa, unfortunately, does catch it, and it's going to be an awkward little putt there. But she'll still have a look.
Yeah, absolutely. And her putting so far has been amazing, so I have the faith to see. Lorentzen looked like she was coming up a little bit short. We'll have to see where her disc landed there.
Yeah, the high spike hyzer is also an option. You just kind of have to dodge that late tree one way or the other. So no bad choices. That one's a little wide from Sofia. Probably going to have to be a layup from that putt.
This is looking good here from Alan. If it can make it through those branches there, we'll see what she's left with. And here's what you're talking about from Sofia. It's you really just have to lay that up.
A lot of low branches, not much you can do. Cat's got the same look, just couldn't give it the height. A little heat check for Lisa. Oh, did hit the cage, but...
Oh, and Lucky was actually parked. That was missed that, but great birdie putt there. Great shot.
Yeah, I mean, we saw 3 people go low, all got stuck behind the tree. She was the one to go high, up and over, and it worked out. So what do I know? Saying that the low play was the low option was the play, apparently is not right there. We'll see in round 3. Playing this course again, we'll see what the players decide to do.
We have a leaderboard check-in here through the first 3 holes. We see Lisa's off to that hot start, followed closely by a couple of our other players. hole 4. This is the first par 4 of this course, 538 feet. Pretty open, so the basket's going to be tucked up here right in front of this golf cart. This is the first chance to really open it up and get a big shot in.
Yeah, staple of Las Vegas challenges, a lot of these par 4s where you can really air it out off the tee, and then you have a kind of tricky green to navigate, usually with the basket on some sort of slope or with one or more sand trap hazards near the basket. So not too much danger off the tee, just putting something out there. And then after that, players are going to have to earn their birdie on the second shot.
We see Lisa really leaning into the stability of the disc, forcing it over, trying to get that extra distance. Looks like she has a pretty good shot there off the tee for her second shot for a bird.
Yep, plenty of room out there to the right, so she'll be just fine over there. This one has got a nice move on it for Donnecke. Coming back at the end, big skip. She is in prime position.
Yeah, that was a rip.
This one comes out a little early for Cat. It's going to have to check up, but that was a nice straight skip as opposed to the flare to keep her from skipping across that cart path.
Yeah, we do have that cart path winding through the course at would be OB, but she stayed safe and executes a beautiful second shot.
Yeah, that was nice. Had some low ceiling to deal with over there, but navigated it well. This is the benefit of being out to the right, is that you can just pitch back into that wide open green, as Lisa does here, putting herself inside the circle.
Nice easy upshot there from Lorentzen. And look at this distance here for Donnecke. Absolutely crushed.
This is kind of that awkward distance, though, where it's like a little too far to jump putt, but you got like 130 footer, and yeah, it just kind of leaves it a little long, but nothing too crazy. Probably 25 footer on the comebacker. Cleans it up nicely.
Easy stuff. Some great play here from our card.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, hole 4 did play as the third easiest hole on the course at that 3.85 average. So this is one of the more must-get birdies. Definitely the most must-get birdie on the front nine. And our players are showing you why. Lisa got herself a 25-footer. 20-footer for her birdie.
Great. 3 through 4 is not a bad start.
Yeah, and Lisa has a great putt for this wind, right? Anytime you can get that powerful, spinny putt, less variables to worry about, right? She can kind of just set the angle and drive it through the chains.
Yeah, definitely a versatile putt, and it's proving her well here as Alan cleans up as well.
Nice little star frame for the card.
Absolutely. So hole 5, we have our downhill 381-foot par 3. We do have the cart path to contend with a little bit. We have that hill, so we can get some weird ground play there and reactions from the disc.
Yeah, but the basket kind of sits in a little gully, which is nice. So even if you come up a bit short or a bit left, which seems to be a common result on this longer hole, you can give it a bit of a run from range. So we'll see what these players decide to do here.
It's like a good release there from Lisa. Looks like sneaking up just outside.
Yep, somewhere out in circle 2 for her. Donnecke definitely has the distance to get herself a putt on this one. This has some good width. Yeah, checks up right around circle's edge. That's a great shot. is looking nice from Alan as well. Got a little bit of flip up and push. Gonna find herself in that 40-foot range. So a bunch of long putts coming up. We'll see how aggressive our players get.
Oh, what a bid. Beautiful
Yep.
shot there.
Lisa is officially feeling it so far this round.
She
That
won a
was
bet.
yeah, that was all of like 70 feet right there off the cage.
Really good bid there from Alan as well.
Yeah, just a little low, a little short. Donnecke, best drive of the group, just inside circle here. A little downhill.
Stayed a little high, didn't drop for her, but she checked up nicely.
Yeah, hole 5, I mean, we had 0 birdies on the day, so nobody on this card is losing any strokes to the field. And maybe gaining strokes on a couple folks that did find a bogey on this one, so par is just fine.
Absolutely. Heading into hole 6, we have our 333-foot par 3. Not too much. We have these sand trap hazards here. Players are probably just going to try to go straight at it or take that spike hyzer approach around the center tree and just dig into the green there.
Yeah, if you can keep the disc straight for most of the flight, it'll help to get that straight push at the end. Also going to have to dodge some geese. Okay,
Not
thank
the
God.
babies.
Yeah, we don't need any casualties on our coverage today. That was a great shot, though, from Lykke that slid up nicely into circle 1.
Lisa's giving us that hyzer approach example. Skipping down the hill a little bit, but she'll have a circle's edge putt there.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue with the hyzer, right? Is that it's going to get a little bit more ground play on that hill if you don't spike it in. Whereas the straight shot, if you can keep it straight, is going to slide up to the basket nicely.
And that's about as good as you can get there. Just absolutely pinning it. Great shot from Donnecke.
Yeah. Really nice. Just stick that thing on the top of the hill. See if Catrina can replicate it. This looks like good width. Let's see if it comes back in time.
So that'll be close. You can see that hazard there behind her. She has a little bit of an awkward stance.
Yeah, content to just lay it up. I think that tee shot just kind of flipped up a little more than she was expecting. Interesting decision here for Lisa. I think she's going to go for it, but if she doesn't hit anything, it's going to be a long comebacker.
Yep, and like you said, this is what she's looking at coming back. Fortunately, she's going to face her first blemish of the round.
Yeah, that's what happens at Vegas, right? Almost every single basket is on a little hill. And when it gets windy, it makes putting very difficult, and the comebackers are just as difficult. So, that was cruel.
That was brutal. That looked like a great putt there, just slightly off to the left.
But you can see why it's a thrower's course too, though, because it benefits you greatly to have tap-ins on this course as opposed to 25-footers that might feel like gimmies in other conditions, but out here, you definitely have to earn them.
Yeah, as soon as you start letting that get in your head, anybody who's ever putted in wind knows it's easy to psych yourself out.
Yeah.
Some good cleanups here from our card. And Sofia has her tap-in birdie.
Yeah, that was a killer drive.
We have our leaderboard check-in here through the first 6 holes. Sofia and Lisa on our card here still running hot, along with Lykke. Maria making a push as well. We come up to hole 7. This is one we have seen many times before with some big numbers. It's a 285-foot par 3 this year. Players can really choose their own adventure on this hole. So we have a few landing zones and a postage stamp green.
Yeah, it's one of the weirder holes in disc golf. It used to be a par 4. Now they've changed it to a par 3, which I think is a bit cruel. Maybe trying to play mind games with the players. I think, yeah, you see most players try to lay up to the second little island. Mm-hmm. That's what Sofia, I think, was trying to do. She just threw it a bit long, and Lykke, same thing. It's tough to get that distance control right.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the stranger holes, like you mentioned. It's tons of mind games, ton of decision making, as we see Catrina just trying to take a standstill.
I think that should be inbounds.
Yep. It's a little bit deceiving with the changing of the grass to the dirt, but...
Yeah. Yep, this is a layup from Lisa as well.
And
it looks like it's perfect.
That's exactly what you want. That's the best case scenario there. She'll have a little chip up into the green.
Yeah, like even this is still a kind of a tough approach just because of how small the green is, and that's going to leak just out of bounds. Yeah.
So Sofia and Lykke will proceed up to that first drop zone. Good recovery there with a chip up into the green.
Yep, so up and down here for the 4.
Let us know in the comments what you think, if you like the change from the par 4 to the par 3. So we see a really unfortunate skip there from Lykke.
Yeah, weird kind of counter skip there, hitting the front side of that hill.
Oh.
Lisa getting a little aggressive, almost costly, but does check up. So yeah, so this is now a putt for 5, I believe. Oh, just off. And yeah, 285-foot hole, but definitely the most score separation on this course.
Yeah, that was a good strong putt there for her triple. It is definitely on paper. You look at it, you see 285-foot par 3. You don't think too much of it, but once you start seeing how this hole plays, it's pretty crazy. I mean, look how wide that green is.
Yeah, maybe
15 feet either direction, 20 feet.
Yeah, tough one for sure. Gonna see a couple bogeys, one big number. Lisa Fajkus taking strokes on the card with that par. I think this is shout out worthy. There was one birdie on the day, 1-2. Laura Aloko got the 2 on this one. I'm very curious if she went for the green or if laid it up, maybe made a little 70-footer for the 2. Either way, it's very impressive.
And Lisa cleans up that par, like you said. Smart golf there.
Yeah, not even smart golf, just good execution. All the players tried to lay up, but she was the only one to do it successfully.
Smart and good.
Yeah.
Great combination. Hole 8 here. We have a pretty straightforward par 3, 325 feet, slightly downhill. We do have this hard pan green though, so we'll see some interesting reactions here from the disc. You're running to the land just short, so you can scuttle up to the basket.
Nice. I love the scuttle shout out. Yeah, or even better, ideally you can throw a slower disc, right, and to try to minimize that ground play, but Lisa controlling the speed of the disc coming into the green well. She's going to have a shorter uphill putt coming back from there.
This looks a little bit wide here from Donnecke. Gets a pretty big flare skip, but she'll be just outside of the circle for her birdie putt.
Yeah, just a bit low. Ideally, you want to land like either on the edge of that grass or just barely in the dirt to get that skip back to the basket. Probably something like this. Oh, yeah.
That'll do. Yeah, great shot. Does this have the stability to get back?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll leave her just inside the circle, I believe.
Yeah. Mid-length putts kind of this one. In that 40-foot range for Donnecke, just a bit low. Late wind drop there.
Great confident putt there from Lorentzen. Beautiful birdie.
Yep, good bounce back. Gets her back to even. Still very much in this thing. Nobody really off to a crazy hot start. There's plenty of places on this course to have little hiccups, drop strokes. So, yeah. And it is a 4-round tournament too. Yeah, like you said, plenty of golf left. As Catrina just a bit high left, does not get that one to stick.
Yeah, you saw that wind pick up as she was taking that putt. A little left with her hyzer putt, it spit out for her.
Yeah, tough to putt with that up and down pitch putt that she has. Mm-hmm. Anytime there's a crosswind, it's just so difficult to know how much it's going to lift or drop it once you expose that flight plate to the wind.
Rounding out our front 9 here, we have a par 5, so 735-foot shot here. Once again, we'll see some separation here from the big bombers trying to get out here as far as they can. We have this little pond, we have this OB golf green here. The basket's tucked up. There's a little bit of an OB patch. You can see the people searching in the reeds behind the green as well. So definitely some more challenges on this green than the players have seen the past couple holes. But a good chance to show off that distance.
Yeah, nice shot from Lorentzen there. Just putting something out into the fairway. This one definitely reachable or into for that eagle opportunity, but definitely takes a big first shot and then just a aggressive second shot, right, to push that OB area you were mentioning can come into play. So
yeah, I really like this hole. I like the way that it really is designed to help make the players think about the shots that they're taking, as we see this line drive here from Donnecke with a great forward skip. Can it check up? Yep.
Yeah, it looked like it came out a little low, but nice ground play gets her an extra good bit of distance. So she's definitely in position to go for that green if she so chooses. Catrina, that one just got slammed down by the wind out of her hand, but look at the ground play.
The disc said, I got you.
Yeah, it was like 100 feet of skip right there. That was awesome.
We have the second shot here from Lorentzen. Just trying to check up before that golf green there.
Yep, smart golf. Just keep it in the fairway. She'll still have a chance at birdie. This one looks like a very similar result for Lisa.
Ooh, yep. She really loves flirting with those beelines.
Yep, keeping it right on the edge there. Layup for Allen as well. How to work?
What will she do?
I feel like Sofia's got to go for it. She's probably got 330 to 350 into the green after that big drive. Can probably just go with a nice little fairway driver.
Looks like she's giving it a rip. Can it check up? And it does. What a shot.
Yeah.
That'll be a putt for eagle there for Donnecke.
Yeah, going to have that weird little palm tree thing in her way, but I don't think she'll complain about that being inbounds with a putt for the 3. Nice shot from Lorentzen as well. Well inside the circle.
Catrina opting for the forehand approach into the basket. Into the green, rather. Ooh. And unfortunately, too much speed, and she does trickle out of bounds there behind the basket, which is hard to see from where she's standing as well.
Yeah, probably only 15 feet behind, but it comes up quick. depending what angle you like to go to into the green. It looks like Fajkus going to find that as Woo almost came back, but no, unfortunately she does find the OB as well. So now all of a sudden putting for par. And just a bit low.
This is Donnecke in the palm, taking her eagle putt. And she gets it. Amazing. What a shot.
Let's go. That is how you play the hole right there. Picking up strokes on folks. You love to see it.
Beautiful. Well played. Congratulations. And a good comeback there for Catrina as well to save her par.
Yep, nice par, and Lorentzen is going to have a nice birdie, gets her back under par, assuming she can tap this one in.
Well done. We'll have quite the spread from our card here.
Yeah, we get the full rainbow, the small straight, if you will, on this one.
So looking at our check-in here, after that hole 9 eagle, Sofia's coming in at -4 with her hot round so far. Can she hold on to it? We have Maria sneaking up from one of our other cards with a -2, and a lot of golf left, like we said.
Yeah, make sure to tune in for the back nine. We'll see how this round 1 finishes out. Thank you to Elevation Disc for supporting this coverage.
See you on the back nine.